What up, players? WarbossTae up in this mug. Welcome to my studio update. It's been a while because I've been so hard at work on a couple of different commission projects for my studio, WarbossTaeStudios.com. So I'm going to show you what I've done, and I'll also post up some pictures and videos as I can for all of them. We've got a Hive Tyrant, a Mawloc, a Turvagon, and a Carnifex. And so really simple, just spray paint, prime them in black, spray them in red, paint the carapace and claws and stuff in Incubi Darkness, and I'm gonna move on from there. But what I wanted to make this video on was to encourage people who want to join the May Painting Challenge, but they're a little bit afraid of the level 4 involvement. And because I want to get everybody, as much as possible anyways, involved in the level 4 involvement, I want to show how I would come up with a level 4 commitment to all of the different commissions that I'm doing right now. So here, like I said, we've got my Tyranid, my monstrous creatures, and the checklist I would come up with first is the objectives on what I want to do. So breaking the month down into 4 weeks, the first week would be base coat all of the monsters, all 4 of them. The second week would be wash, and because I know how easy that is, I'm going to kind of let that blend into week 3, which is highlights and basing, and week 4, finish everything up. So this is my plan on how much I think I can do in a month. Obviously, if I don't have enough time, if I was just a regular person with a 9-to-5 job and a family and all sorts of other responsibilities, which I'm lucky enough not to have right now, then I could do just one of these and still come up with a list of objectives. Even if it was something as small as one small infantry model, one termagant, I could do the same thing, break it up into 4 weeks. The next thing I would do is come up with the fluff and the fiction that would correspond to all of the objectives. So again, come up with 4 different objectives. And on the planet of Taedia Prime, the entire fiction, if my project was subtitled, would be called The Fall of Taedia Prime. And these 4 monsters would play a huge part in it. So week 1, if I am able to get all of my base coats done, if I reach my goal, then I get the reward. And the reward is, in my fiction, the Gene Stealer cults activate. All of the ones that are implanted into the local police force, the local army, the local government, they all activate. And so they cause all these acts of, of terror and unrest, and generally the entire planet starts getting thrown into turmoil. Week 2, if I'm able to wash all the models successfully, my reward would be that when the Imperial Guard comes in, they all land on the planet in the spaceport, they set up a camp. That's when the Gene Stealer cults really all activate at the same time, and they suicide bomb and they set off explosives that they'd set up on the ground and that they've been covering, and take out the Imperial Guard and basically make the Imperial Command in the entire sector say, whoa, what's going on? And so week 3, highlights and basing, the entire Hive Fleet behemoth comes out of the warp and says, we're going to chomp chomp, we're going to land the fleet, they're going to land all over the planet, the Imperial Guard is in turmoil, the government is completely ineffective by this time, everyone's just running around crazy. And week 4, if I'm able to finish everything up and have a complete project, then all of the Space Marines, the Inquisitorial reinforcements, the Astra Militarum, everyone that comes in gets taken out, and the Tyranids are victorious. Then they eat up the planet before moving on. So you can see it's really easy to set up objectives and fiction, and it's not as hard as some people think it is. So stay tuned to see some of what else I've got working for the month of May.